Thanks a lot for coming in.
Good morning, happy to be here.
Something about this community appeals to you?
This is a wonderful place to live.
For Kelowna Now, this is Camp Mulgat. And we're joined by KSS head coach Kendall Gross, his son Noah Gross. We've got Caleb Schlachter and Nate Boscheman. Now, we all know that it doesn't matter if you win or lose in sports, but winning is awesome. So congratulations, guys.
Hey, thanks very much.
Kendall, I'll start with you. Sort of paint a picture for us as to how this team ended up in the provincial championship game and what the expectations were going in.
Well, a lot of these guys, a good core of the team has actually been playing football for like 8 years now. So they've been together for a long time, playing together. Some other guys have joined in over the last couple of years. Really good group of young men. Back in June, we had our spring camps when it all started for this year. And as we went through that camp, the coaches, we would stand on the sideline and we'd watch what was going on out in the field. And I think even back then we knew that there was something very special about this team, and that they had everything that they needed to really do well this year.
Right.
And then, of course, we got into the season late August, early September. And you could just see as they played that every week they got a little more confident. And yeah, we were pretty early in that we knew that we certainly had the elements to take it as far as we could.
And this championship kind of comes out of nowhere for KSS. The KSS junior varsity team has never done this before.
Yeah, for sure. That would be a first for this team. Absolutely. I mean, every year, for most years, I know the team would get into the playoffs first round. But to go as far as they did and in the fashion that they did it in, absolutely would be a first.
And it was interesting how the playoff format works, where even though you guys kind of went undefeated through the regular season, you had to kind of go in through the back door, through the wild card game.
Yeah, you always end up playing that wild card round, first off, before you can get to those Vancouver teams or the Metro teams. But it suited us well this year. I mean, we were able to go in. We had a really great win against St. Thomas More, who also were undefeated up until that
Right.
point. So a real big confident booster for us. And in fact, as a team, you could really see how after that game that they kind of got even that much more confidence. Right? I think we can do this. You could just see that in them.
I want to get to some of the players here. Quarterback Nate Boscheman, playing defense as well, right? And so I think did everybody here play both ways?
Yeah.
So is that a disadvantage at all? You don't get a lot of rest, do you?
No, we're pretty good athletes, so I think we can go the whole game.
Yeah. Luckily, football has stoppages, right? Take a few breaths in the huddle, I guess, and get back at it. But at the start of that game, it was Belmont that scored first. Wait, they got that onside kick to start the game. Did it have you rattled even for a few minutes there?
Definitely that first onside kick kind of rattled us a little bit, but once we started playing defense and offense, we knew that we could take them.
Yeah. One thing that I noticed, and I stayed up late watching the video of the game. So much fun. What I was really impressed with was the tackling. If one guy got to the ball carrier, they were just taking him down right now. Is that something that you guys work on a lot, Caleb?
Yeah, we do lots of tackling drills in practice, just focusing on the fundamentals of safe tackling also. And yeah.
So you had to take them down like that, but at the same time not kind of hurting yourself or them in the process.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Noah, what do you think? What was it that sort of made you guys the better team?
Well, I think we kept playing. We never gave up. Even after they scored on us first, we just kept playing. We played our game the whole game, and we were successful.
Yeah, that first touchdown they got, though, it did look bad. He just seemed to effortlessly scamper down those sidelines like, this isn't, some sort of precursor of what we're going to be seeing, right?
Yeah, we knew we were going in against one of the best teams in the province, right? The two best teams in the province were on that field that day, and from a coaching perspective, we didn't think we weren't going to get scored on that game. There was a couple little miscues here and there, but we just kept to our game plan. And the one thing I just want to really kind of reiterate to what these guys just said is that the team's resiliency this year was just second to none. So even going down getting down that touchdown or that first onside kick that we weren't able to recover, Well, it might have rattled them. They never showed it. They never on the field had their head down or were kind of showing that it rattled them. And I think that's a really big thing for this team. They always have that confidence and that resiliency just to overcome that stuff.
Yeah.
First touchdown got scored. We were down within 2-3 plays, and Caleb was in the end zone on the other end.
Yeah.
And that's what they've done all year.
Yeah, it did seem to me that in some of the skill positions that at the beginning, it wasn't quite there,
Yeah.
but the defense was there from the very beginning,
Yeah.
and the rest kind of started to come to the surface.
Exactly. Yeah.
By the end, it looked like they just wanted out of the stadium.
Well, yeah. By the end, it was they were pretty worn down and beat up a little bit, and again, we were just right on our game plan. So
Yeah. How does that feel, guys? Provincial champions.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Nice to come back to school with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys like heroes in the hallways now? Sort of.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
the teachers said congratulations and everything.
Yeah.
So did the students.
So this group, looking ahead a couple of years, they'll be the senior KSS team.
Well, I mean, next year these 3 guys and about 2/3 of the team moves up into that
Right.
varsity program.
Well, I
And,
think it'll be a grade 11 dominated senior team next year.
you know what? I think there'll be more grade 11s on that team than grade 12s, and we all agree that the future's pretty bright at KSS. There's still lots of work to do. That varsity level it's a different level, but we've definitely got the foundation and the building blocks to really continue to have some
Like
success.
so, this core of players could really push next year's KSS team pretty far in the
Yeah,
playoffs too.
For sure, there's already some really good key skilled guys that are up playing varsity this year that'll be there next year. These guys will join in. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Right. Yeah, it's funny you guys just on your own mentioned safe tackling. Just prior to these championships, there was another sort of discussion coming to the surface about how there's fewer teams now than there once was because football does get its share of injuries. But do you have any concerns about that element of it? I mean, badminton's a little safer.
Well, it's for sure. I can't argue with you there. Football is a contact sport. There's no denying that, and injuries do happen. But Caleb talked a little bit about safe tackling. As a coaching staff, we are always practice planning and trying to figure out how we can put our players in the best position possible, so that when they're in the game, they're in a position that their skill level will allow them to play that really well without getting hurt. In practices, we work hard on technique, safe tackling. We have to get certified with different levels of safe tackling every year. So, badminton is for sure safer. Football is very focused on that safety piece and trying to do as best they can in that contact environment.
Do you think it's got a good future then? We're not going to see an ongoing decline of teams?
Yeah, you know what? I think there's a solid future for football. I also think that when you see the success that a team like this has, it will also attract people into the sport. There will always be concerns about injuries because it is a set of contact sport. But there's ways that it can be played, and you're seeing lots of rule changes now that are meant to help make it safer.
Right. And right off the top, I was jokingly saying it's all about having fun. But it does look like you guys are having a pile of fun out there. Even if you had lost, you guys look like you're loving what you're doing out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Football, I've been playing it for 8 years now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of my life.
Yeah.
And it's always a blast to be out there.
Yeah. Imagine if they said, sorry, too many injuries, no more football, right?
It'd be tough.
That would be tough, ain't it?
Yeah, that would suck.
Let's hope that doesn't happen. But anyhow, guys, congratulations. It was totally enjoyable to watch. So we'll be watching you guys next year. Thanks for coming in, Kelowna
Thanks
Now.
very much for having us. Appreciate it.
And thank you for watching Kelowna Now.